Prenatal development. What is a gene? Genes are some of the most important factors to our whole. It is used to create us. Previous generation, gene. It's up our whole DNA. What is a chromosome? Chromosomes are long genetic code. The average person has about 23 pairs. Defining gamete. Gametes are reproductive cells. They contain half of the normal chromosome pairs, which is about 23. What determines a child's sex? The sex of a child is determined through the last chromosome. The 22 others are from one parent. Genetic code to define the gender, which is either two X chromosomes or an X and a Y chromosome. The ova contains all X chromosomes, so if the last pair is both X's, then it'll be a girl. And this graph on the right shows different ways that we can tell gender by having different chromosome variations. Are human traits genetic? Most of our traits are genetic. Height, eye color, skin tone can be factors of genetic traits. These can also happen when the dominant trait pairs with the recessive trait. This does not mean that the dominant trait always wins. Some traits can be affected by our environment. Comparing monozygotic and dizygotic twins. Monozygotic name comes from mono meaning one, while zygotic means a fertilized egg. Monozygotic twins are genetically identical. This occurs when a fertilized egg divides after conception. Monozygotic twins are less common. Dizygotic twins are when two eggs are fertilized by two different sperm, meaning they would not share the same exact DNA, only similar. Genetic disorders and chromosomal disorders. Chromosomal abnormalities is the occurrence of a lower amount of chromosomes instead of the average amount paired. The mother's age could definitely play a factor into this occurrence, which could be a risk for diseases throughout the baby. Down syndrome is the most common effect, which happens when the 21st pair is copied. While on the other hand, genetic disorders are only linked to a specific gene. The genetic disorder latches onto the dominant gene, making it more visible. Trisomy 21. Trisomy 21 is the most common cause for Down syndrome. This process happens when a chromosome has an abnormality. This causes some visual effects on people with Down syndrome and may be the reason behind their delayed learning. The germinal, embryonic, and fetal stages. The germinal stage is the first stage into pregnancy. It is between the first 2 weeks of life. The embryonic stage is the middle stage of beginning of life. This stage occurs from week 3 to 8. The fetal stage is the last occurring stage of pregnancy before birth. It can occur for about 30 to 40 weeks. This stage is very important for growth for the baby. Human development throughout these stages. During the germinal stage, it is a very important stage because it truly kickstarts the process of development. Throughout this stage, fertilization happens. The embryonic stage is major for the baby's development. The stage is when the major organs begin to grow. Physical features may even begin to appear. Finally, the fetal stage is fully based on the baby's growth. The brain starts growing and so does the spine. During this period, the baby is actively moving. Delivery and complications. Complications during pregnancy are very common. The complications can range from minor to major very quickly. Some minor complications are nausea, leg cramp, shortness of breath, insomnia, heartburn, and gas, while on the other hand, some major complications can be severe vomiting, toxemia, and threatened abortion. Teratogens. There are many negatives to teratogens. Some impact is that the lower limb development later than they should. Teratogens can cause a highly known disorder called fetal alcohol syndrome. Fetal alcohol syndrome can interfere with things such as learning difficulties, impaired motor skills, flattened nose. The biggest teratogens are alcohol, weed, heroin, and coke. APGAR. APGAR is a short assessment nurses have to do on the baby to see how well the baby is adapting to birth. It is split into the given categories. The category points go from 0 to 2. Problems with newborns. Some issues we are finding out about newborns is that they are coming out weighing less than usual. They are also coming out earlier than the supposed due date. Many other health problems have been on the rise in babies due to our environment.